How's it going, everyone? So today we're going to be talking about this little micro flush cutter from Pittsburgh. It's a lifetime warranty, model number 90708. There's a bunch of these. These go for like $3 at Harbor Freight. Not bad, you know, $2 or $3 somewhere around there, depending what you get. So it says a spring-loaded handle, variety grips, and rust-resistant black oxide finish. Okay, so you know if you break this or say later the little point starts, you know, not cutting really well, you could take this and swap it out for a new one. It's not expensive, as I said, like $3. You know, it ain't bad. So the reason I bought this is because I got a little. I'm fixing up a door on a Ford Ranger, the extended cab ones. If you know those, you have plastics inside of them. I bought stuff from Amazon that can help me fix that so the doors can open again. And this truck ain't mine; it's my brother's, but he's off for 2 weeks, so I'm gonna see if I can fix it today for him, so he doesn't have to be, you know, struggling to get stuff out of the back, and he can just open the doors. And this has like a permanent fix for the rest of the truck's life, you know. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Usually I like to fix stuff for life, you know, permanent. So yeah, we're gonna look at this guy and see. Let's see what we're gonna do, what we're gonna cut. You know, I know, what's his name? Doyle sells some for $10, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to pay $10. And I was about to take it until I noticed a little lower they had these guys. I'm like, oh yeah, there we go, perfect. I don't need, you know, why would I need a pair of little guys? I'm gonna use only one, so $3 would be fine. I mean, that's what I say, and then maybe later it'll come out more useful than I'm saying. So this little guy is just a basic little guy, you know, nothing odd or ordinary. Just a basic little pair of, you know, cutting pliers, you could say. And I got a little piece of wire. Let's see how it does cutting. Alright, we're gonna cut right here. See? Try it now. Yep, it cut perfectly fine. You know, if you need to cut wires or something. You never know, something easy. Let's see, what else do we got that could probably cut? I mean, we could use this to cut. Let's see how it cuts paper. Not too well. It did something, but it didn't cut it. But there we are. Yeah, it doesn't do too well. What about just one slice? It doesn't do too well, does it? But, you know, if you need to cut stuff, since I'm cutting some kind of plastic stuff, you know, this would be perfect. You could just be cutting around it, you know, get in areas and cut it off. That's what I'm going to plan to do. But yeah, lifetime warranty for $3. That's not bad, you know. The new one, you need to cut something with it. Get in a little area where you know, other things can't get to cut off. You know, this will do it. You know, in case you need to cut something off. This will do it. Yeah, so this is a decent tool. We recommend it. $3 ain't bad. You know, it's just this little guy. Micro flush cutting tool. So yeah, I'm going to use this and then put it back in here. You know, so whenever I'm looking for it, since it is small, you know, I'm going to keep this package just in case. So later when I need it, I'm like, oh yeah, there he is, you know. So I won't be looking for this guy. So he'll be hidden really well. But inside the package, it'll be a little more easier to find. So yeah, it's a perfect good tool. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Okay, so I'm going to show how to use this little tool here, the position cutting little guy. And the reason I bought this is to cut all like these little plastic parts. So I'm replacing these door latch stuff for these little pins here, which I would highly recommend if you have a Ford or a Ranger or something, and you know you can't get these doors open. So I already finished that side. I'm getting this side done. So we're gonna get this guy clipped off, and I just want to demonstrate. It's a pretty good little tool to get to areas like here. And you know, it's a little difficult when you're trying to do it one-handed. There we go. As you can see, and in case you need to cut, you know, this is more safer. You don't want to snip the cable off. And for anything up here, and these get really bad when they get old. You know, they get old and they start cracking up and busting, and they don't open up. As you can see here, this one is all broken up. That part broke up, and this part. So, you know, you just gotta do it. I already done it to a Ford Ranger as well. Doors didn't open on that guy. I fixed it up. So this is just the last door I gotta do, and I'm done. But yeah, these little tools are doing fine. They cut up pretty well, you know, like this right here. It would have been great to have third hand. You'd just be cutting this off, as you can see. Pretty good little tool. And as you can see, they're just falling apart. But it's a nice little tool to have for like $3. Not bad. Just so I won't cut the wires, you know, damage anything else, but just this little part to put the new part in. So yeah. All right. It looks like I could do without, you know, we'll see. Yeah. And in case, you know, because the top one, the top one takes a different bit, by the way, in case somebody's interested. You can find this on Amazon. So there's two of these. There's a bigger head and a smaller head, kind of a weird looking head. The one on the very top, and I've noticed it on the Ranger and on an F-150, this is 2004, by the way, extended cab, it takes this weird one on the top. And if you want to have it without taking the cable off, I've been noticing all you do is you pull as much as you can, like right there. I hope I can get it on video pretty well. And then once you get it, you have to insert it a little. Give me a sec, let me zoom out a little. So like right there, we got, I hope I can demonstrate, because it's a little difficult when you got one arm. But you extend it as much as you can. You get the little guy in there, insert it, push it in, and you could do this on a 4 Ranger as well. People say you have to take the cable off, you don't, you know, and then just push it in. Since it's already sitting in there, you just gotta push it in all the way to the end, as you can see. I don't know how to take the cable off. People say you do, but you don't have to. On the Ranger, I did it that way. I pulled it and then just inserted the little guy inside, and there we go. I don't even have to pull it out. I found that out on the second try. The first try, I was like, let me try, and I struggled, but then the second try, I got a hold of it quick, since it's easier than struggling to get that cable out of there from inside. And that cable ain't fun to insert again, as you can see. It's not going to be that fun to get in. And it looks like we got a bit in there. I'll have to cut that off. Get the position cutter in there and get that cut off. All right. So, yeah. Yeah, it's like a nice little tool. You know, that's the only reason I bothered to do this job here. For $2 ain't bad. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.